everybody, you got Mark coming to you this afternoon on the Garage Guy channel. It is October 20th, 2018, and a term you're going to hear quite often in this video is pleasantly surprised. What we're looking at right here is my very first law enforcement trade-in purchase. This, my friends, is a Smith & Wesson Model 64. Actually 64-7, and it is chambered in 38 special. It is also 38 special plus P capable, and I got this from Bud's for $349. And if I'm not mistaken, this comes from a law enforcement agency out of France. Bud's did have let's see, what was it, the Model 10 with the blued finish. Some of them had these ugly looking grips on them, rubber grips, and then some of them come with wood grips. They were wanting $269 for those, but you know, from the picture description they had on their website, I was very leery of it. They said it was something like maybe 50 to 60% of the finish or whatever on it, and just didn't look very good. And I was wondering, wow, you know, I wonder how it would perform, you know, because I know a dulled finish, faded finish, or worn finish isn't really going to affect the performance of a firearm. But I was wondering if they'd been taken care of, how the springs were on the inside, you know, the internals. And I asked a few people their opinion, and so I decided to kindly shy away from that one. But then I saw this one right here on Bud's. It was $120 more, but I figured, well, you know, this didn't look so bad, and I was like, why not take a chance? Now, a neighbor of mine bought one of these a couple of weeks before I did, and his come back in pretty good shape. It's not as good a shape as this one. The finish had a lot more dings and dents and scratches and what have you on it, but I decided, well, to me that'd be worth $349. So I went ahead and took the plunge, and when I got this from Bud's, I went to my local FFL, Broad Street Pawn in Marion, Virginia, and I was really pleasantly surprised. You see how clean looking this is. This revolver really wasn't that much dirtier, you know, than what it is now. I was really, you know, like I said, pleasantly surprised. I mean, let's get rid of these snap caps out of here right quick. The ejector plunger works just fine. But look at this, my friends. This gun is probably early to mid 80s. See if I can get the light down on that cylinder back here. I would say this firearm was only fired during what, qualifying, something like it. And I don't know how you would qualify over in France, you know, for their law enforcement agencies, maybe once a year. Don't know how many shots they'd fire through this during qualifying, but this gun, I doubt, has had 300 rounds put through it, maybe not even 200, I don't know. 30-year-old gun in this kind of shape. It is nice. Of course, the cylinder we go back in, locks up nice and tight, minimal movement, nice. There are a few little dings and places here on the finish, but for $349, I can't complain one bit about that. You have the notch sight in the rear. You have the bladed sight on front, and from the looks of it, somebody's took a red marker, so maybe it'd stand out a little bit more. I'll probably end up doing that again. On top of the frame here, it does say PW Arms, Redmond, Washington. That's probably the company that imported it to France, if I'm not mistaken. The cylinder release button right here is serrated. It's got good action on it. Not really gritty or anything, but it does have a lock right here, and I was hoping I would get one that didn't have it, as some people have. But you open it up, nice and smooth. I'm going to go ahead and put the snap caps back in here. I got 3 of them. 1, 2, 3. Turn that like it. Not bad at all. Hammer and trigger action on this seems to be very nice. And maybe a tad stiff, but like I said, I doubt if this thing's had 200 or 300 rounds put through it. You know, and to me, when a gun ain't broken in, as we all know, a hammer and trigger is going to be a little bit stiffer. Nice consistent pull. We go ahead, aim and point in safe direction, single action. Hardly no effort whatsoever. Now the reset just springs right out, man. That is nice. Now let's try double action. No problem whatsoever. Single action, I'd say 3 pounds at the most. Double action, maybe 8 to 9 pounds, maybe 10. But like I said, this thing hasn't had that many rounds put through it. Either that or somebody continuously cleaned on this thing for over the years. There's no real carbon circle around there whatsoever that I can tell. And when I got this, all I really did was take a dry rag, and wipe it off. And there were a few little places, you know, that needed a little more cleaning than others. I'm going to take this hops here and clean it up, Hops Elite, and give it a good lubrication with the rim oil. And where I saw it was model 64-7. It was right in here. Don't know if the camera can pick that up or not. You got the serial number and 64-7. The weight, I have no idea what it is. Probably about 28 ounces. It's got a good line of sight to it. Good balance, good feel. I am going to get a new grip for this. As you can see, the screw here is on the side. I did have this Houge grip I'd bought a while back, and unfortunately the screw was on the bottom here, so I guess I'll save this guy for a rainy day. Anyhow, what I'm going to be firing through it is the Remington UMC 38 special rounds. These are 130 grain. And I'm also going to fire 6 of the Remington UMC 38 special plus P rounds. This, of course, is hollow point. What do you say we take it down my little shooting area, and we'll take my first shots out of this sweet little Smith & Wesson. Alright, my friends, we're down here at my little shooting area. I'm going to be shooting about, from there to there, that cardboard target. Another little Mr. Meth Head cardboard target I drew up. It is fairly breezy out here today, pretty windy. Hopefully that won't interfere with the audio part too much, but here she is. Smith & Wesson model 64-7, 38 special, heavy barrel. My first shots with this. The first 6 rounds are going to be single action only. Let's see if I can hit anything with this. Trying to hit a bucket. Not bad. Boy, that was nice. Okay. 6 more rounds. 38 special target ammo. Double action only. 4, 5, 6. Double action. That's nice. No recoil, no muzzle flip. Smooth. Now let's go for the big boys. 38 Special plus P, 125 grain Remingtons. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. You know, on a day like today, it don't matter if I hit the bullseye or not. I just love doing this. Alright. First 3 rounds, single action plus P. Boy, that put a big hole in that butt. There we go. Now let's do double action. Huh. Well, you could tell it had more of a pop to it, but handled it really well. Nice. Boy, that thing's good and dirty. There's something about a dirty revolver. It's nice. What do you say we go over here and look at the target? Set that down right there. And we shall walk over and have a look at little Mr. Meth Head. Yep. Got some holes in him, all right. Hey, you know, you shooting cardboard or pop cans or old paint buckets. Now right here is the 38 Special regular ammo, and then here's where some of the plus P was, and yeah, there's where the plus P came out. Man. The exit hole on the 38 Special, the exit hole on the plus P. Oh boy. What do you say we head up to the garage and we'll wrap this up? Well, my friends, we're back up here at the garage on the bench under the bright light. As you can see, I got one of my little gun racks right here, and this one here I'm going to use for revolvers. As a matter of fact, the only revolver I've done trading on other guns and stuff and didn't have any revolvers until I got my Tars M856 here, and I uploaded the video on it last week here to YouTube, and it was looking kind of lonely in this rack. Now it's got a big buddy here to go with it. Earlier in the video I said this was $120 more than the Model 10 LE trade-ins. My math was off. This was $349, and the Model 10s were $269. So yeah, my math was off. It wasn't $120 more. I thought I'd better make that correction before some people left a lot of comments. Anyhow, math is not garage guy's friend. Anyhow, I put quite a few rounds through this. Handled very well. No recoil, no muzzle flip, including the plus P. Just felt a little more vibration in the grip here. This grip is ugly as sin. It is worn down, but the gun itself is absolutely good condition. Once again, pleasantly surprised. And these stainless finishes, after you fired off a few rounds in them, they do tend to get dirty, but that's just, you know, I guess what's the word, ambiance of a revolver like this. It's just nice. And they clean up very well. When I first showed this to my buddy Joe, we seen Joe here on a few of my videos in the past. He looked at this, and the first words out of his mouth was, "Damn, I believe I'd use that as a carry gun," you know, and I would have no problems myself using this as a carry gun. It is a little big, a little heavy, but I carry it in an outside the waistband holster. No problem. Good woods gun. Keep the 38 plus P in it. No problems. I'd have no problems with it. If you're on the fence about one of these law enforcement trade-ins, those of you that's looked at Bud's website, I'd say go ahead and take the plunge on this Model 64. Now, some of them might not be a Dash 7, but this one is, and I'm extremely happy with it. I wish the ejector plunger here, I wish it was shrouded, but hey, I'm not going to complain about that. Alright, that'd just be nitpicking for the price I got this at. This is really nice, really well balanced, and actually had been taken good care of. Now, I am going to take this rubber grip off, see what I got under here, and I'm sure it's going to need a good cleaning, and hopefully it won't take me too long to find another rubber grip to go on this. There's plenty of them on the internet, eBay, Amazon, wherever. A fellow who I mentioned in my last video, Greg here at LineQuest Fitness, had a 605 Taurus, and he did a video about a beautiful wooden grip he had ordered off eBay on it. I think it come from Thailand. I think it was called a Jaru or something like it. I wouldn't mind getting something like it and putting on this, but this gun, it is what it is. It's used. It's a LE trade-in. I got it on a cheap, and I have no complaints. So it's going to go right here in this rack with its little buddy. Now, so far I got the Taurus and now a Smith. Maybe I should get me one of those Ruger GP100s next time. Be a nice little addition, alright? Well, listen, this is Mark, Garage Guy 879. I'm going to go ahead and get off here. From what I heard on the radio, Alabama is handing Tennessee their backsides pretty bad today. Yep, third Saturday in October. That's usually what happens. Y'all have a good day.